howdy doody, welcome back to you.
Howdy doody, really?
Well, you know, Cotton Eye Joe and all that kind of thing.
I never guessed it. Oh, don't start dancing now, the camera's back on. Up there the whole time. You were not dancing.
That camera was on? I didn't know.
Yeah. Your drinking habits are found out on everything.
Really?
Sprite bottles.
And they may have caught you brushing your hair 15 times.
Brushy is what I'm saying. Have you not seen the little bat picture with the little brushy on it?
No.
It's cute.
Is it?
Yeah.
I'll take you over it.
Oh,
right, let's move on to something more serious because the round of 16 is about to start. And we have an epic match of epic proportions, which is going to be epic.
Do you want to borrow my book with various words in it?
I just thought I'd use the word epic tonight as an adjective more often than I used any other epic word in the epic dictionary. I was going to say Bible for some reason. I think you're Bible thump in my head for some reason.
I love Bible thump. That's my favourite smiley.
We almost have
ready.
10 on the server. And we're going to be covering ESC Gaming versus Astana Dragons. That's right, the boys from Kazakhstan, Russia and Ukraine are back.
Nailed it.
In a 5-man team that isn't from the CIS. Don't even get me started on geopolitical stuff because seriously, you'll get owned.
I have to deal with this in an office constantly. It's actually vile. So I really don't.
Anyway, we should show you the brackets quickly before we go into the game. So let's throw the brackets up first and show you who's advanced.
So let's start from the top to the bottom, because we saw a couple of games from the bottom. Obviously, NIP got a bye in the first round. They'll be facing off against Enro Griffins now, who comfortably took down Vikings. But, you know, eyes on you, the team that I thought would be progressing forward, actually got taken down by Mayam Gaming.
So from Estonia.
Yeah, do you know what? CSGO doesn't have that many Estonians for me. Every other game always seems to have the Estonians at the tip-top, but they'll be facing off against the Finns in the second round there for them. LDLC by first round into, facing off against Refuse after taking out Killerfish all the way through. You can check these out on the RaidCall site. You can see the URL below if you do fancy it.
Gotta say though, top half bracket, not very stacked. Bottom half of the bracket.
Welcome to top tier teams is the best way to put it. You've obviously got Na'Vi getting the bye to go through to face off against Cowabunga. In theory, Na'Vi should win that and face CPH Wolves, but going further below that, ESC by first round, facing off against Astana Dragons, who had a bit of a closer game than I thought against Team Solemn. Obviously 6-6.
Yep.
A little bit of a close marker there. We saw the MyXMG game. They got beaten by Alternate. Alternate will be going on to face the French guys of Very Games. And in theory, Very Games should pick that one up. And then we'll be seeing whoever wins, obviously the game we're going to be seeing in a moment, facing off against them. So it's going to be a real stacked bracket in that aspect. Obviously in the bottom half, it's ridiculous, actually, the lower half of this bracket.
Yeah, who did that? Who did that bracket, Larry?
Yeah, Larry.
Larry. Damn it.
Mike.
Right. Time for the round of 16 then.
Yeah.
And Astana Dragons versus ESC Gaming. Let's drop you into the server because players are about to go live. Neo's just practicing one-bullet headshots in Spawn.
He's doing quite well at that.
Not doing very well at that at all, actually, because that was more than one bullet, but we'll let him off. Team lineups like this for the Dragons: Angel, Markaloff, Adren, Dozier, and Edward. I don't like calling him Adren, by the way, because it makes him sound like Adrian, and then I think of Rocky, and then I think of Adrian, and that just doesn't work for me. I need to call him Adren.
Yeah,
because his name used to be Adrenaline, so, that would make sense, right? Anyway, Pasha and his biceps are back. Neo, Taz, Bialy also in the lineup, of course. They've got one other man that's not been in their permanent 5-man lineup since they became the Golden 5. There are 2 new additions to the side, of course, because we have no Cuban and no Lord. Although I heard a little rumour this week that Lord might actually be making a bit of a comeback.
But with a different team.
With a different team, of course.
Very different lineup. So looking to see what he comes back with. There's certainly a lot of talented players out there who don't have a team. And with the recent kind of, let's say, small amount of money that's appeared for CSGO towards a certain tournament, there's going to be a lot of teams kind of bring themselves together, let's say. So certainly something to be looking out for towards, what teams are going to be made just specifically for this, because this is the first massive chunk of money that CSGO is going to be seeing. There's obviously a lot of, tournaments that are run time and time again, like the, RaidCall ones that are good seasons. So this is like the, bread and butter for these guys. This is the good meat behind them. They can get their teeth into this and get themselves good chunks of money all the time consistently. But a big one-off tournament, that's going to bring back a lot of people.
Yeah, I hope so. I'm thrilled, and I did say it on Twitter, but I'm going to congratulate everyone in the CSGO community for buying the esports keys and taking part in the arms deal to raise the money that is effectively now going to go into the first of what I hope will be many large-scale tournaments. This isn't just the, isn't just a one-off. I think this is the first of many that are coming up.
Yeah.
Starting at DreamHack Winter, which is going to be fantastic for the CS scene, no doubt about it. Hopefully, it regenerates it and rejuvenates the people that were perhaps a little bit jaded by it.
Yeah.
And brings them back to play the game. I also hope that eventually the game goes free to play as well, because I think
that's what I'm waiting
that
on.
will also help the game. It will also bring, some criminals too, because inevitably there'll be some people.
It always happens, but then again,
do that. But we'll deal with it. I think it's strong enough now as a game and as a community to deal with that.
Yes.
I also want to thank all the people that donated money for Mr. Medvedev because he lost both of his legs in a car accident, unfortunately, in a very sad situation. He was actually getting out of the car and was crashed into by another one that crashed into them, and has had to have both of his legs amputated. So my thoughts and our thoughts are with him and his family right now. He did survive, but he had to have both legs amputated. So best wishes to him, and thank you to all of the people that donated to his cause as well. It's really appreciated, I'm sure, by his family. And it's a bit of a tragedy on the same day that we found out about a massive $250,000 challenge. I had a real torn sort of feeling yesterday.
Yeah, it was. I think everyone felt that throughout the scene.
It was like, oh God, it's fantastic news, and then we get this really, really sad news at the same time, and just reminds you that actually life's more important than gaming.
Yeah, but there is a great backbone to the community. I've got to say it. At least people did rally.
Yeah, I mean, I was very flippant this morning on Twitter, and I just want to sort of clarify that I was being flippant, and it was a very big generalisation. I wasn't saying that all of you in the CS community are horrible. Far from it. It is, of course, just the small mindless idiots. And luckily, there are only a few of them, but. I think we just need to get better at ganging up on them sometimes to shut them down. But that's a personal opinion. I'd clarify that. It's not an ESL stance.
I'm very much roped in with it now.
Very much me being old and annoyed by these people that have no respect for anyone else.
Well, to be fair, Twitch chat believes you're around 50, so
they're not far wrong. But
no, that's very true,
I can exclusively
49.
Careful. I can exclusively reveal that in November I will be the answer to life, the universe, and everything.
I've got a T-shirt with 42 on it, and I love it.
Yeah.
42nd. If anyone knows where it's from, it's not that actually, of all things.
Oh, it's not. Oh,
it's not.
Okay.
It's a very different thing. We are just filling time, as you may be able to tell. There is only 4 players with the ESC guys, so until that's done, we'll be waffling.
Yeah.
But hopefully, you guys at home are looking forward to this one. It's a very early game. This will be a best of 1, bear in mind. And these two have faced off before. It was at the MSI BTIC tournament, I do believe, and Astana won it 16-10. So there's already not bad blood between these two, but there's certainly a little bit of rivalry there in that aspect. They've only met once in that kind of mentality in a proper tournament. Markelov went absolutely massive in that. There's no other way to. We're
talking CS:GO now, of course, because people. I can't see Twitch right now, but I'm pretty sure they're all going, "Oh my God, these players have played each other hundreds of times in 1.6."
No. I think Twitch chat is above that these days. Right, genuinely, I think that they're well aware. I put weird amounts of faith in Twitch chat. I probably shouldn't, but because when I say the words Kappa and make sure you put it in there, they know how to do it.
Oh, you know what you've done now?
Made Max cry a little bit.
Those poor mods.
They enjoy it.
So horrible.
I know what Max gets up to, alright? He banned me before. He gets brought back into it. Anyway, I think we are about to go live into the knife, I can imagine.
We are going to go live in the knife. And,
I'll leave that one to you. I go quiet now.
Yeah, I bet you would go quiet now. Snack's finally getting on the server. And ESC versus Astana Dragons about to get underway. I believe that's a Kazakhstan flag, but someone might want to correct me on that.
Side note, good work, chat. Proud of y'all. Anyway, back into the game.
So here we go then with the knife round. And it's Dragons coming in with the first Kappa. Kappa on towards Dozier now. In fact, Dozier goes down to the Kappa from Neo. And now the Kappa from Adren's coming in on Neo. No, Bjarli with a triple Kappa. That's amazing.
Bible thump.
Oh, Bible thump right at the end. That was an ode to Twitch chat knife round.
There we go. See that?
You should check. I'm sure they're really enjoying that one now.
I wouldn't ever tab out. I would never tab out.
You
and say
always
that.
tab out.
I
What are you on
always
about?
tab out. I'm so sorry. Oh, I'm so happy. Red Eye being correct. See? There we go. That was about the Kazakhstani flag, but nevertheless.
Right. Okay. Well, I'm glad about that because I wouldn't want to mess up geography.
Oh my god, the kappas. Triple kappa.
Yeah.
Anyway, enough of that. We are going to get live into this game now. So
enough of the nonsense, indeed. Let's forget about the nonsense. We always have a bit of fun with the knife round, but now it's time for serious. Round 1 of the round of 16. ESC versus Astana Dragons. We are underway. We just clicked a little bit through mid. They've pushed 3 through here already. And we have
a pause? This makes you so nervous when it just freezes. And it doesn't tell you it's a pause. So you just...
Move! Damn it, move!
You know what? I was so excited to have such a good game this early on. I was like, yes! Amazing games in the round of 16 already. That's incredible.
This does actually give us an opportunity to cycle through some of the weaponry on show this evening, which you can purchase. Well, you can't purchase. Well,
it's like QVC.
Sort of.
This is brilliant.
It's the shopping channel for weapons.
You need Sean Charles back down here. He used to do modelling for like the items.
So on screen right now, you can dial 0800 333 4197 if you would like to bid on the latest USPS Dark Water. This is one of the original USPs with the silencer added on, but with the superb Dark Water, sort of brown beige, I think, in a non-sort of colourblind manner, with dark stripes over it. And I really have to point this out because this is a fantastic feature of the USPS Dark Water. It also has a kill count.
That's a lovely touch.
So that's the Dark Water. You can bid right now by telephoning us on 0800 333 6197. Also over here we have the P2000, but that's a little bit boring. And we have the Dragon Tattoo Glock 18. It is, it's like the QVC for pistols or something.
Yeah. You can't tell that we're bored waiting for this, can you guys at home? You can't tell that he's colourblind with that lovely shirt. What?
Do you know, like, okay, so apparently Snacks has crashed, which is kind of par for the course, I guess.
I just got really confused hearing an external voice.
Wait,
I've been casting for some time,
there was a voice from God came into our ears.
I have never been so baffled.
Really? That was Matt, the producer. Matt, meet Pansy, meet Matt.
Hey, buddy.
He's just like, I don't know, 8 feet away from you right now.
He's
been producing the show this evening. You may have noticed that things haven't gone wrong, therefore I'm not producing stuff.
And people can hear us.
Yeah, and they can hear us properly without us coming out of one ear or the other.
I love the way people thought that might have been an actual feature as well.
There was a terrific comment on the Reddit thread which said, guys, I think that their new attempt at having the game sounds take precedence in both ears and then putting one caster in one ear and one in the other was a brilliant idea.
Yeah.
Reply, dude, that was actually a mistake.
Yeah, it wasn't us trying to be smart in any sort of way, shape or form. So it was just a technical error. And now we're in the proper studios, as you may have noticed. But
updates from the other games, I think.
Let's have a little look through. So, this can't be real. This cannot be real.
Okay, let's show this on your screen.
Okay, let's have a look on the screens, because right now there's one result that's scaring me.
Hello!
Emerald Griffins. Hello, buddies. Is that the likes of Chris J, I can imagine?
Hello! 10-7? What the hell?
NIP. Wow, okay, so 10-7 there. It's on Mirage, so not, once again, one of the most biased maps.
And then look at game two. Look at game two.
LDLC down massive amounts to Team Refuse.
Ouch.
This is terrifying so far, so make sure you keep your eyes on the brackets of the URL you can see at the bottom of your screen.
A Finnish team in the quarterfinals this evening, looking very strong.
10-5 over Western Wolves as well. This is
oh my goodness.
This is a real upset, guys. So we're going to keep eyes across every single game going on at the moment.
And also,
because,
alternate winning 5-3 against Very Games. And I can predict the future. Even though we haven't finished round one,
right?
Astana Dragons are going to win.
How?
I'm predicting the future.
I'm more asking how you're managing to do that than what you're doing.
Because eBot has already said it's 1-0.
Way to give spoilers away.
But it might not be.
But let's find out. Oh,
Yeah,
God.
let's find
I was
out.
watching a episode of, oh, God, what is it? The Big Bang Theory.
Where are we going now?
No, I was watching...
Okay.
It was The Big Bang Theory, and that it was doing spoilers, and it was
Right.
quite relevant in my mind, at
Okay.
least. Not sure if everyone at home was watching the exact same episode, but if you were, you'll appreciate that.
Anyway.
That's when Sheldon moved out, and,
Right.
and his girlfriend
Yeah.
moved. It was a PG episode.
Anyway, welcome to the RaidCall EMS1 Fall Cup
Hi.
number 3 for Counter-Strike Globally Offensive to Everyone. And we are
Yes.
currently waiting because Snacks, unfortunately, has crashed, and therefore we are in a pause in round 1 of Astana Dragons versus ESC game. And we apologise
Fun
for
times.
that because you did wait an awful long time.
Yeah.
We waited a long time for the game to start, and now it started. It's stopped. It's a bit crap, isn't it, really?
Whoa.
But
Whoa,
that's what happens
language,
sometimes.
Timothy.
What?
You said a rude word.
No. Crap's not a rude word. No. It comes from a man called Thomas Crapper,
I can't
who
take it
invented the toilet.
seriously. Was that back when you were a wee lad?
When I were a lad,
When I were a lad.
right, we were so poor,
Oh,
couldn't
lad.
afford friends,
friend.
couldn't afford Fords.
Maybe there was beer in
What?
those Sprite bottles that I bought up. I'm worried.
No, definitely
I'm
not.
worried. Bring back Jason.
All right, can you throw up the current
I
rankings?
probably can. Current rankings?
Current rankings. Have you got the rankings there?
Rankings
anywhere?
of just
Rankings.
overall.
Yeah.
So let's
Yeah.
have a little look. See
If
I
you
can get
go
that.
to, I've got an idea, csgo.raidcall-ems1.com.
Shush you. That's a lot of typing.
CSGO. No, what are you
No,
doing?
no.
CSGO. Oh my God.
Oop, made it wrong.
Yeah,
Did it wrong.
CSGO.
All right, here we go. So
CSGO. CSGO.raidcall
RaidCall
dash
dash
EMS1.com.
EMS1. That's really simple.
No.
that is.
Yeah, EMS1.com.
Is that the number or?
No, the letters ONE. Can't get the stuff. Right, let's
Hashtag fire
let's
pansy.
throw this one up so you can see the current rankings. And what we can do is here we can show you that Ninjas in Pyjamas, 100% record, 2 out of 2 from both those games with 100 points from each. Very Games currently in second, Copenhagen Wolves in third, and pretty much, I reckon, all of the top 6 qualified for the playoffs already. That leaves LDLC on 50, but they've already picked up 10 from this evening. That puts them on 60. I'm pretty sure they're there already. Na'Vi, not guaranteed
No, not
of
necessarily.
going through, and not absolutely guaranteed of going through, but I
No.
think they probably will. ESC, by the way, have moved on to 35 this evening. If they beat Astana Dragons, they would have 50. They would almost be certain of going through. And then it gets interesting, because you've got Playing Ducks in there who, well, aren't really alive anymore, don't exist really. Cowabunga, who are playing this evening and look like they might pick up some decent points. They're going to get 10 at least tonight.
Yep.
Team 4W and their Eyes on You have gone out already. Solemn, they've picked up 10 this evening as well, so that's moved the bar to 30. High Grade went out 3D. Max are still in it, Alternate are still in it, and Refuse are still in it. And then outside of the top 16, Enro Griffin's still in it as well. So this is not a done deal by any stretch of the imagination. And if you have a team and you think you can beat any of these players, then all you need to do is sign up for the A-Series, play through the A-Series, be in the top 10 by the end of the week, or maybe even the top 14 or 15, depending on who signs up for the RaidCall EMS1, and you could be playing in the RaidCall EMS1 Cup 4 next week. Get 50 points or more from that, and you could even find yourself in the playoffs.
Yeah.
No tall order at all, really.
No.
I'm going to sign up a team with me and Pansy in right now.
Have you ever seen me trying to play CS:GO?
Yeah, I have. I've played with you.
Pardon?
It was hilarious.
I'm really bad at CS:GO.
we had that mix, do you not remember?
Yes, I tried to forget about it.
Yeah.
No, I am actually really bad at CS:GO. I never got used to it. It's like when it first came out.
Well,
I got
that's
used to
because
it and, like,
you were a Call of Duty player. And
I
you
was an
have to
enemy
actually,
territory player.
Sorry, but you were a Call
was
of
an
Duty.
enemy-
You were actually a Call of Duty player.
Hold on.
And then you had to come to CS where you have to aim. So that's why you struggled, obviously.
Sorry, wait. I played enemy territory right before that. You know, you guys might remember that.
Enemy Territory was a great game, and I
And
can't
do you
argue
remember
with
when I
it, which
played
is
with,
why
like,
I pick on
Ferris?
Call of
Do you
Duty.
remember Ferris?
I remember
He was
Ferris.
quite good at other
Ferris
games.
was pretty good at COD 2 as well.
God, do you know what else he played? Didn't he play like
He might have played Enemy Territory.
He might have played some sort of
well.
Counter-Strike games,
He
mightn't
may have done that a
small,
little bit.
Small figure in the community. Didn't do much. Raziel,
little bit.
original Dings Test member.
Yeah.
You know, he was there as well. Really
Yeah,
good
Raz was the man. He was my favourite COD 2 player, by the way.
Do you know
Shotgun
what?
all the way.
He's working for Overclockers now.
Is he really?
Yeah, he's
Nice
like
little
a-
plug there. Did you get that one? That's good.
Hit me up with that esports money, yo.
Yeah.
ESL don't pay
Sign
me
us
enough,
up.
clearly.
Don't forget you can interact with us via social media right now. You can sign up for Twitter and interact
really
with
want
at
to?
RaidCall EMS1 and moan to them like hell about the crappy fill time that me and Pansy are putting together.
Stop saying bad words. It makes me feel uncomfortable.
Geosocial political stuff and all sorts of geography issues with flags and what have you.
Yes.
Also catch us on Facebook as well, / RaidCall EMS1. And if you haven't already worked it out, csgo.raidcall-ems1.com is the name of the site. We're no sooner back to the game, sadly. And actually,
He spoke too soon.
we are back live.
Welcome back, ladies and gents,
Look
to the
at
very
that.
first round. So,
That
take us away.
I should have done that sooner.
You should have.
Because that was commentator's curse right there. It was commentator's curse. I was like, well, we're not ready. Oh, we're ready. Oh, good. I should have done that like 3 minutes ago or something. Oh no. Are you pulling my chain?
It's going to be one of those days, isn't it?
Are you
Even
really?
like the producer is now laughing. You know you've hit a low point when the producer is laughing at you. It's not good. It's not good. Feel uncomfortable.
Okay.
Well, at least you can swear some more. It's always that.
Crap is not a bad
It
word.
is.
It's not.
Would you say that in front of your grandmother?
Yeah?
Crude. Absolutely crude.
She wouldn't hear me. She's dead.
Wow. Way to go. I know you're old and all. I should have thought about that. Dear
You
God.
should have had more respect. Damn you. So horrible. Anyway, we're back underway. Angel in towards the bomb site. Barley having to just back away. He's only got 14 health here. Oh, but nails a stunning silenced headshot onto Angel on the bomb site. Adren's now going to have to dispose of him, but he's got Taz coming back towards him here. Here comes Bialy. Oh, Adren on the reload right now. He's going to get aimed down by Taz, but he's not going to get that one, and Adren picks up both. And now, bomb going to be planted by Markloff on site. Oh, is he? He just about manages to get it and gets the frag as well. And we're now at 2v2. Pasha and Snacks remaining against Markloff and Adren. Pasha picks up the first one. Should be able to get the second one here. Adren now, 1v2. Bomb is planted, though, and it's planted for Spawn. Adren now versus Pasha. Picks up the headshot. It's a 1 versus 2, turned into a 1v1. And Adren is going to win this because Snacks is disconnected. Oh, my goodness.
So that's where the pause came from.
Indeed. It is going to be 1-0 to Astana Dragons. Oh. Well, who knows how that would have ended in the end? We'll never know. But officially, Astana Dragons have the opening round. Probably could get a little bit more on the volume of the game sounds, if you wouldn't mind, Mr. Producer. Thank you.
Okay, so hopefully Snacks is sorted out now. He's all back in. That's what the
There's
pause
4
was
from
for.
Adren, by the way.
And that was a beautiful round from him.
Albeit he did get one man that wasn't moving.
Yeah, but none of those frags were easy bar that one. Every single one he had to really rather fight for, as well as one Markloff got, obviously. Very, very heavily invested early on, actually. And well, that's Taz wiping the face of Angel off this earth, and now 5v4 in favour to the side that really shouldn't have the advantage at this point, considering the Astana Dragons are bought up here. Couple of AKs, armour as well. They've gone all in on this one. Obviously the bomb plant and the 5-man wipe of the opposition does help. 1 minute remains. We are seeing a little bit of a slower push from the Astana Dragons, all edging background towards A. Bialy will be waiting with that P250. Taz, the man who connected that stunning railgun shot basically onto Angel, looking for more. Gets tagged up this time though, 26 HP, needs to back away. He's doing just that. The Astana Dragons now looking like they want to start edging towards the site. Oh, lovely follow-up from Taz. 2 for him this round already. Adren though piercing towards the site. Him and Markloff breaking it open. And this is what they need to be doing. But bear in mind it's a 3v3 on a round that the Astana Dragons should be mopping the floor with ESC. So, 3v2. Snacks and Taz just about staying alive at the moment. Oh, Lord. Edward drops a bomb. Taz with a lovely hat-trick. Looking for his 4th. He's going to have to take down Adren here if he wants. And he does! Stunning stuff from Taz. Now 1v1. Markloff against Snacks. Can he do it? This is a real toe of the box. 9 seconds remaining. Markloff saves face for Astana Dragons. But my word, Taz, you absolute beast.
What?
I didn't know it came in railgun, but it's nice to see.
That's obviously one of the skins. It's not the hypnotic deagle, it's actually the railgun deagle by a 4-man with the dig from Taz. That was like I'd stepped back into a TARDIS and gone back 5 years, and we were actually playing 1.6 with better graphics. That's what I want to see being used on a pistol round. Lovely double grenade into the window room, and Pasha already down to 10 health. And despite the 4-man, they still lost the round. So, but expensive round at the very least. And Taz gets another frag, this time on the early buy. That's basically because they got 8 frags in the first 2 rounds. At the moment, sitting at a 5v4 in favour of the Poles. Albeit with Pasha down to 10 health, so he's had to play a little bit more defensive. Snacks on site, waiting for any sounds to come. Dozier starting to make his way towards the B-bomb site, but he's the decoy because the push is going to come towards this other site. First man dropped his by Taz. That's his 2nd of the round, his 6th in 2. Edward finally getting rid of Taz, who's been really annoying to the Dragons so far, and then, well, it all opens up for them. Dragons have picked up 2 in a row. Make that 3. Angel picks up another one. Bialy coming back with the aid of Neo. Edward then dropping down into the site, having gotten rid of the 2nd to last man, and now it's all versus Snacks. Dragons with the last man alive, Edward, on 5 points of health. He's going to have to do wonders to try and keep this one. Bomb planted. Just a little snick of a snack will take him down, and Snacks will win the round. He's busy just searching for weapons or a kit or something, anything really, but won't find one. And we'll get the rather long diffuse, and that one will work out very nicely as far as ESC are concerned. With the early bite, they convert round 3.
There was like a 25% chance of any team being able to do that. To buck the trends of the first 3 rounds, I think Taz right there by himself has basically done that. And the money now for the T side isn't looking too great because obviously they've been brought right back down. And you can see the CTs will start building off that, and that could come into effect later on here. But we're seeing a big stack towards the A site from Pasha, Taz and Bialy, but the Dragons also lining up for it. Smoke being lined up from Markelov, waiting to be released. All players getting to position. You can see the smokes now flying over, landing perfectly towards the site. And now let's see if Taz can once again hold off the now oncoming Dragons as they start leaping forward. Bialy actually gets the first, taking down a Dren. Edward alleviates some of the pressure. It's all Edward right now as Taz now finally steps up. And the damage has been done. Only 2 remain. Neo through the smoke. Makes his way around, perfectly reading that. And that was a very, very quick round for the CT side there.
Yeah, I thought Astana were going to just rush right out. And well, wasn't far off that actually in the end. And got some good entry kills, but that was mainly down to Edward. But nothing doing in round 4 for Astana Dragons. So we're tied up at 2-2 now. Top of the scoreboard from Taz, 7 and 3. And Pasha disposing of Angel in mid there on a save. At 250 doing a lot of damage though. And Pasha again down to his favourite number tonight. 10 health yet again. Not the first time, but it won't matter. He will pick up the kill. That's 2 in the round from him. Bialy gets rid of a 3rd, and the last man alive actually will be Edward. He's picked off by Taz with the headshot. So 3-2 ESC. Time for a buy now for Astana Dragons.
Now keep in mind, right, this is not going to be an easy task for ESC to get this lead. Mirage was the map that Astana Dragons actually beat NIP on during DreamHack. So these guys are so strong on this, and to see a scoreline already against them, especially in sort of sequence you don't see, is very, very rare. But anyway, seeing an aggressive push from the CT side, you can see they're using that smoke push right up. Angel just spraying through, knocking Taz down to only 15 HP. And that's going to knock their confidence. Surely Taz now needs to play on a more passive posture and try and find another way around, leaving only Pasha, really, and Bialy to get into the faces of the Astana Dragons. The nade will connect quite nicely. And Bialy now doing a little bit of what Taz did. Doesn't get met with a barrage of bullets this time, and we see it all slowing down a bit now. No one yet to fall. Taz is on 15 HP, but then again, Adren and Dozier aren't sitting on full. But you can see on the mini-map there that the Dragons have got themselves good control through mid, taking their time. They're not overly rushing anything here. 50 seconds remain. Wait to see what they want to do here. And here comes the push. Lovely setup flash then, allowing Bialy through to take down Angel. Adren seems a little bit worse for wear now, as he's going to try and get back into this. Does catch Pasha there, just showing his back to him. But look at Dozier, fantastic positioning, pushing through mid. Bialy steps away, he leaps down from the boxes. Oh, Bialy receives perfectly. Taking 2 already this round, looking for his 3rd. As Snacks did find Edward, and now the last 2 are lining up for him. He's got Markov down, 1 more to go. Not going to get it that time. Neo will claim it. But a lovely hold there coming from Bialy. The beautiful setup towards that side as well from the CT side. They're really getting into that zone, it feels.
Nicely done. And 4 in a row after the Pistols went the way of Astana Dragons, and they converted round 2, but they weren't able to do the same on 3. And, oh look, we're back on a Joe round.
It's all you're allowed after your naughty words.
I guess. They've thrown me the crap rounds now.
Oh! And I've got to say it, while we were in a crap round, sorry, now I feel uncomfortable.
Hold on a second, because we've got some action now in mid. We'll come to the updates in just a moment. Double from Taz and Neo in the middle. And Edward, the only man to reply back on this eco round. Neo. Nicely done from Neo. He was waiting, he thought he heard something below him, but actually it was in mid, and last man will be picked off. 5-2 updates.
So quickly from the updates, I've got to say it, Team LDLC only managed to get 10 rounds against Team Refuse, so Refuse will be going forward already. That game has finished. So a bit of an upset there. 3D Max and Western Walls 11-12. Team Alternate, Very Games 9-9 right now. So let's get back into this game. But as you can see, it is close all around at the moment. I think we've got the good in here, but still, every single team is having to work their absolute arse off at the moment to get back into this and certainly get themselves those points they desperately need, because we're getting through these cups now like there's no tomorrow. It is really flying. So we're seeing the Dragons once again taking their time, using mid as best they can. Edward there, keeping eyes on. Ooh, Neo caught him a little bit. And Snacks is not too far behind either, so they're all kind of getting used to the pace that the Astana Dragons like to set. They're not rushing it, but this time they're not looking like towards A, so Bialy might be a little bit quiet this time. I want to see how ESC decide to go the rotate route. Now this, I think Taz is going to back away. Already Pasha's out of there as well, so it's probably just going to be Bialy and Taz towards this side, if anyone. See Pasha and Neo dancing around in mid, Edward receiving a couple of flashes. Still, 44 seconds remaining. Angel deciding to start the push going. It's Angel to find Neo. I blinked and I missed it. But anyway, Adren now pushing through the apartments, looking towards Snacks. Snacks falls, and Dragons are executing their B push pretty darn nicely so far. Adren feeling a little bit uncomfortable on 6 HP, but still, him and Edward just need to be careful. Pasha, Taz and Bialy, the A players to find. They've already started the rotate. They just need to start the challenge if they want to do it. Pasha through the midsection there. He's got one, going to get quickly avenged by Edward though. So bring it down to a 4v2, but it's certainly possible. Taz now in a 1v4, not much time left. He's got to make it quick if he wants to. He's not going to challenge. The HP was drained away from the Astana Dragons there, but they just could not penetrate the site. The bomb's surely going to go off, and Taz may get 1 or 2 on the exit, but a good, well-executed round from the T side.
Can't argue with that. He's going to get an exit kill here, I think, Taz. Oh, no, actually, he gets dropped by Angel.
Shows load a little bit early.
The commentator's curse striking down
on
the man who has marginally more hair than I do. 5-3 to ESC. We actually had a conversation about that at the last DreamHack when we were having a sherbet. Been around a long time, that's for sure. 5-3 then. ESC remain in the lead, but good round on the board from Astana. Enough money in the bag for ESC to continue buying, but not if they carry on like that. Snacks has not been too good this evening. I hope his connection issues aren't PC-related problems and or internet-related problems for that matter, but either way, he's not been good so far. Neo, though, taking up the slack a little bit here with the disposal of Dozier. 4v4 becomes 4v3 very quickly as Bialy picks up 1. Edward replies back though. They're literally trading a blow for blow. Edward gets a double onto Taz, and can he get a third? No. Pasha will shut him down. 2v2. Neo now coming very, very close to Adren, who will win that battle, and suddenly it's now advantage Astana. Only 12 points of health here. Pasha will easily pick up the frag onto Adren. Bomb is now planted. Markaloff versus Pasha. We've seen this over the years, time and time again. Which one wins this 1v battle? It's Markaloff who holds the spray better. Pasha drops, and Astana put it back to 4-5.
And nice to see Markelov doing what he did best last time they met up on Mirage as well. He was their standout player. And he's picking it up now. 5-7 for him, but overall it's Edward at the top for the Astana Dragons. But Taz still claiming the throne there among the ESC boys at 10-6. So we are seeing the bombs being left there. Yeah, he's like,
hang on, I threw my AK away.
Yep, pick that one back up. Anyway, so everyone's still got the weapons. Everyone's still looking good for this. 5-4. Still in favour to the CT side, but not by a long way. The execution from the T players has been getting fantastic. Let's see if they can do it again. They're lining up in mid. And drop out the smokes. Flashes as well. You see Bialy biting at the bit there. Wants to get involved, but he needs to hold back just in case. See Markelov edging forward. Angel to get the first onto Neo. Nice shot coming from Markelov there. Takes out Taz for peering through that mid connector. Leaving in a 5v3. Snacks, Pasha and Bialy once again left. Can they do anything? Snacks is still on B. The Astana Dragons have to know this. Angel does. He takes him out. Alleviates the pressure immediately. Now Pasha will be the one to rotate first. But by this point, the Astana Dragons have their hands fully in control of that B site. So here we go. Pasha makes his way through, finding Dozier. He spots Angel quite possibly then on the cross. He did indeed. Nice setup shot there. Takes him out. Bring it back to well, it's a 1v3 now, as Markelov did find Bialy, his last standing teammate. Now Pasha surely can't do anything. He's just going to try and play this one smart and retain that M4 going forward, because obviously the T side are building that momentum now. And I think we're just going to see him staying alive this time. I don't think he'll do a Taz. I think he'll be able to retain that M4 and should be good to go forward.
Yeah, Pasha's last couple of weeks of watching him has certainly started to bring it to the sort of level we would expect of a player of his calibre.
Oh, yeah.
And we'll get another one here at the end of the round. Will he survive? Should just about. Oh, there's a little cheeky jump in towards the window room. Didn't work. And we're tied up at 5-5. Getting exactly the kind of tight game we thought we might get between these two teams. A lot made of the Astana Dragons when they formed. That fateful Black Thursday in CS history, where teams and players seem to be changing all the time, folding and players retiring and getting kicked out and leaving teams and joining teams. It was a crazy couple of days. What a fantastic triple from Taz! Absolutely superb triple. And he's given his team a real opportunity to win a round they probably shouldn't have. Pasha with the M4. Save from last time round as Neo, though, picks up a brilliant shot onto Adren. Now 1 health remaining for Pasha here. He's going to drop at the hands of the AK of Edward. And now it's a 1v1. Neo, though's got himself an AK here. And with just under a minute remaining. And Edward does not have the bomb right now. He's going to have to do an almighty rotation. I mean, this is like a marathon for him. Literally all the way round the other side. Now, does Neo have eyes on the bomb? I think he does. Edward now creeping towards that ramp area. Indeed, Neo knows exactly where he is and stands in pole position to win the round and claims round number 11, and ESC leads 6-5.
My head back. You know, it was messing around.
Yeah, try muting that.
It did.
Yeah.
It did. It didn't. We'll see. We'll see how it went down. It's your fault.
Just blame me. I mean, it's fine.
It's like Astana Dragon's just going to blame Taz for, you know, picking up every round that shouldn't be theirs. It's ridiculous. Anyway, back into this round. Pasha has found the opener onto Edward. So ESC really coming out fighting into this one. 5v4 very early on. Neo doing a bit of aggressive work from that mid sort of short connection. He did take Markelov down to 15 HP. Angel now backing away a little bit cautiously. You can tell why. Look at Pasha waiting for the pixel. Connects it onto Angel. This man is such a monster at the moment. Every single shot that he lines up just connects. So 5v3. Markelov, Adren and Dozier to find. Bialy already on the hunt, going aggressive by A. He could pick up a couple here. Oh, and I think Adren might know that Tom's pushing forward. He does. Well read by him. Bring it to a 3v4. There's still a lot of work to be done, and Dragons do not have the best HP. Markelov 15, Adren 56. Dozier is still good, but you look at ESC, they're sitting way prettier. Flash has been put through, though. Here we go. Taz flashed up, drops down. Tries to find another angle, he's done just that, but Dozier finds him anyway. Bring it all even now, 3v3. Don't tell me they can get to this side. Oh my word, they are. Markov takes off Pasha. Neo comes back though. 2v2, all even, all square. Can they get the bomb? Starting to work towards the side. No, Neo holds across. Lovely play from him. Now it's all onto Dozier. And well, Snacks found him first, so there we go. Diffuse should come in, and we will be seeing another round on the board for the ESC side. So they're building that lead, and I thought there'd be a rare moment seeing someone taking over Taz at the top of the scoreboard, but the last couple of rounds, Pasha and Neo, my word.
Well, you know, when they have players of that quality, you know that they can just turn it on at a moment's notice and deliver the goods. And that's what they've done so far.
And at their age, that's impressive.
Steady there, nothing wrong with age. It's all about experience. Pasha going for the mid pick this time from window, of which uncomfortably has been smoked by his own team. It's mildly annoying. He'll move back towards the balcony spot, which he does spot and lands a pixel perfect shot onto Adren. Markov now has somehow made his way in towards the bomb site without being spotted. Not quite sure how that happened, but Pasha in the meantime has picked up a second one. And, Pasha with a third! Lovely, I was about to say, all he needs to do is move that a couple of pixels to the left through the smoke and he'd have him. And just as the smoke fades, instant flick reaction shot from Pasha. Picks up his third of the round. He's not going to get the hat-trick though, not going to get the 5-man should I say, but does pick up a 4. And the defuse will come in with just 12 points of health remaining, Pasha, that round as well. So ESC continue to lead. They extend that to 8-5.
And the sheer fact that the initial peak he would have wanted was blocked off. He could adapt on the fly just to go, okay, that's not a viable option. Let's pick it up here. Let's take it out immediately. So stunning stuff from him. I think we only have to look back to him, I believe. What map was that? I'm trying to think when he went absolutely huge. It was not too long ago.
Last week, yeah.
It was last week.
It wasn't last week's game, yeah.
Every single bit of performance we've seen coming out from this man has been absolutely incredible. So it's nice to see him hitting that true form that you know, obviously, alongside that title of Pasha. We are going to be seeing if, well, the Star Dragons can do anything this round. Only pistols beside them, going to try and make the most of it. Going to flood in towards that A side, pushing forward. Bialy gets engulfed. The Drem picked him up. Taz replying back. Taz finds 2, and the 3rd, and the 4th. Go on, go make it 5. And you do. Well played, Taz. Nice little ace for him there. And it was against an eco, but it was done, dealt with, and dusted in seconds.
Yeah, he won't care. There was some nice gun control in there in the middle of it as well. Good switch at the end to the pistols and aim, aim, aim. And not a little brain. 9-5. And ESC sort of recovering really, because it looked like Astana were just starting to build some momentum. It's been broken really by, well, those two men on your screen, Pasha and Neo, who do pick up the opening 2 kills of round 15. Last before the half. And Pasha is going to pick up another one here. Yeah, easy. We might have to download the demo afterwards and upload it as Pasha shows you how to AWP.demo. Should be 10-5 on the basis that it's a 5v2 right now too. Just Dozier and Angel remain, and Dozier having a poor game, I have to say. Not just in terms of frags either, he's usually the first gone. Somehow has survived this one. What do they do here? Options, well, double smoke ramp. Neo though, oh look at this. This is easy. And Dozier now last man alive, who gets the final kill of the round. And it's going to be Taz. So, 10-5 at the half. And despite the drop in round 1 from Snacks, yep, they've had a good half, no doubt about it. But Snacks has also had a couple of reconnection issues as well. I think he's only on 2 kills right now. Worse than that for Dragons, though. Dozier is 4 for 14. That's,
and do you know what the thing is? A lot of people question his performance.
Hello? Hello? Excuse me?
I don't know. We don't know what is happening. We're just going to find out.
Yeah.
It's a fun ride.
I've no idea what that was all about.
Nope.
No idea whatsoever.
Nope. We'll just chill.
Yeah, okay.
How you guys doing out in Twitch chat? You good?
10-5 at the moment.
Yeah.
Well, you wouldn't know because you're not watching.
No, because I'm watching the game, Paul.
It's orange. Orange.
Oh, that's
not yellow.
Orange. It's
not,
like
not yellow.
It's like a
It's not salmon yellow either. There
it's
is no
salmon
such
yellow.
thing as
We're
yellow
making
salmon.
it happen. Look, that color normally
Salmon
shouldn't
are
exist.
pink inside.
All right, look.
Pink.
You don't know what pink is. You're colorblind.
Well, this isn't pink.
Are you sure? There you go. That's how you confuse them. But yeah, we are just going to wait on this one to jump back in. Yeah, guys, let me know what you think. Mustard. It's not strong enough for mustard. Maybe
No,
Dijon
it's not
mustard.
mustard.
It could be Dijon.
It's not mustard.
a little bit light in colour.
It's not
It's a new
Dijon.
game. Burnt yellow. It's not that dark. Yellow with a little bit of
I'm
brownish.
beginning
sexy.
to think that you guys are more colourblind than I am.
Oh, we just really like your shirt. We are just going to wait on the game to pick up back up. While we're
yeah.
doing that, we can talk a load of rubbish. But I think this is a little bit of revenge, almost, coming back in from the last time they met. As we said, 16-10 in favour to Astana Dragons. And by the way, Pasha's playing, by the way, Taz is playing, and Neo in tow. You can't count out the rest, don't get me wrong. It feels as though they've done their homework here more than anything. It feels as though they've gone, okay, this is how we lost it.
Yep.
How can we adapt? The way Pasha's holding the pushes and the adaptation coming out of him with that AWP, I can't think it's anything but them doing their homework.
Well, yeah, but they're just also playing ridiculously well. I mean, you know, even when there's an eco round, Taz is just ripping them apart.
Yeah,
Doesn't care.
It's unbelievable. It's absolutely
Doesn't afraid of
unbelievable.
anything.
Doesn't afraid of we are just going to wait for some updates. Hopefully the admins can let us know. I think they are. We're just going to
They're on
out.
it.
We'll see. We will find out. We're just chilling, maxing, relaxing.
Tell you what we could do is,
What
could
can
we
we
have
do?
a quick look at the update of any scores?
I can do
Scores
that.
on
Hold
the
on.
doors,
I'm refreshing.
George,
I am
doors.
refreshing. I'm under pressure. Oh Lord, it's no, it's not gone well.
No?
No.
It's failed.
Yep. Let's ignore it. It's fine.
Okay.
To my screen, quickly.
Western Walls beat 3D Max 12-16. 16-12.
Okay, that's good. That was very close. That was all drawn up last time we looked. So
Alternate are 11-10 up against Very Games.
that is worrying.
Well, for Very Games, yeah. It's
Yeah.
great for Alternate.
Turner, well, the thing is, you look at them against my XMG, for example. I don't think they were that strong then.
Yep.
But personally, I think they showed real class. But anyway, we'll keep you updated with the scores overall. But this game does seem to be getting itself back together and sorting its business out. So we will be seeing the T side now being ESC facing off against the Astana Drago.
Hold on.
No, lies.
Hold on.
Lies, they lied to me. Oh, it's...
Yeah, so Snacks is okay. Bialy isn't this time. And we're going to have to get a restart here. We also didn't have 5 on from Dragons when that went live either. Markov is now dropped as well. Bialy's now rejoined. Ah, my goodness. What is up this evening with internets?
I don't know. It's not going well, though, is it?
No, not really.
No.
It's gone not very well at all, actually. Yeah. It's not working, is it?
No, definitely not. We're just going to have to find out how this goes, really. Right now, it's all in the hands of the CSGO gods. And...
No, that's not going to work.
No.
We still have no Markelov.
Yep.
Okay.
What can we do?
We'll keep an eye on it, and when
As
they've
best we can.
decided that their internets are all fixed, we'll come back. Do let us know who you think might win this one. Despite the fact that it's 10-5 at the half to ESC, you still have the right to call it. If you want to follow ESC, then tell us. Let us know in Twitch chat. Let us know on social media as well, at RaidCall EMS1 on Twitter, or either of our own ones.
And what's our own ones?
Either of us our own.
Hashtag production value, people. There we go. Have a bit of that.
Producer Matt on the job.
Indeed. Who leads the others? That's fine.
Who's that Tim guy anyway?
Man. He just walks around in a Copenhagen Wolves hat. He's biased already.
Whatever.
Like, it's wrong. It's wrong.
Anyway, as soon as we know
Yeah.
what's going on, we'll let you know. In the meantime, have a party. Enjoy yourselves. Entertain yourselves with emoticons in Twitch chat.
That works. I often do it. That's all I pretty much say. People think I'm hilarious. Shut up.
What?
Shut your face.
What?
Pastel-coloured shirt. Yeah, you heard.
Mean.
Yeah, just
Not
your
very
crap.
nice, is it?
Whoa, rude words. Yeah, we are going to find out what's going on as soon as possible.
If I had hair, I'd brush it.
Would you like my hairbrush?
No.
Brushy.
No, it's good.
No? Okay.
No, I'm good. How much hair is on that? There's more hair on that hairbrush than the back of my head.
That's because you're balding.
I asked for that.
Yep.
I did.
Ah.
So yeah, share your thoughts. Let us know what you think of the new studio as well. We quite like it.
I like this studio a lot.
Studio 3.
Yep.
We have 5 studios here in Cologne. Studio 1 is where we've hosted many of the RaidCall EMS 1 finals, actually.
Yep.
And finally, we do have 5 on each side. So let's get back to the game. That would be great.
They don't like each other, XD. No, we hate each other.
Us two?
Yeah.
Yeah, loathe each other.
Yeah. I tried to get him fired for Jason Kaplan, but you can see how well that went. Anyway.
Let's go!
What was the first half score?
10-5.
10-5.
ESC. Welcome back. You on this one, or do you want me to
you
do
go
it?
for it.
Really?
Yeah, I'll treat you.
I think I've had too many pistols, but okay. Here we go then. Round number 16, first of the second half. ESC having led 10-5 from the first half. Don't worry about the scoreboard. We'll fix it with eyes. Double grenade in towards the bomb. So it does chip off a lot of health. Actually, not just a chip. That was a whole swathe of health coming off Bialy with just 6 points of health remaining. And the gunfire erupts inside the bomb site. Taz and Bialy do pick up a pair. Edward and Dozier come back though, but they're both downed by Taz and Neo. And ESC win the pistols to lead 11-5.
Yeah, and that just spells trouble right now. The Astana Dragons, they needed that quite badly. That's how they could have built up here in the second half. And they've just given the momentum, they've given the firepower to the T side. And you don't want to allow them to do that. We've seen the individual skill already coming out from Pasha, Taz, Neo. You can't deny Snacks and Bialy, they're just on the more quiet area. So right now, this is a dangerous situation for the Astana Dragons. They've got to somehow turn it around. Maybe Edward can provide a little bit of Taz magic with that deagle, but at the moment, it's Dozier receiving a faceful, and Bialy takes him out. Dozier did find Snacks, but a small bit of damage dealt. But more of that, and he might be looking good. So, bomb will be going down on that B side. See the CT side trying to make their way through. Pasha hiding amongst the smoke, does find a Drent. Now, only 2 remain. Edward and Angel should fall fairly easily. Taz does make it look easy, at least taking down Angel. Now, Edward, the last man standing with not much hope in hell, is surely going to fall.
He was convinced there was someone behind that box,
he was.
wasn't he?
He was absolutely adamant.
It was like a whole clip emptied into it and then half of the next one.
Yeah.
Only to be finding out that, oh, he's not there. That's annoying.
So, 12-5 will be the scoreline. ESC just stretching their legs now. Losing Stacks, but with a bomb plant, it can happen when you have to be that first player in sometimes. They did find the reply kill. It's given this lovely advantage. So, by all rights, they should pick this one up as well.
Yeah, obviously we've lost the first half scores, so it's a shame because I'm pretty sure Taz is already closing in on 30 frags, with 4 from the opening 2 in this one. And more importantly for them, closing in on a place in the quarterfinals. Lovely grenade off the back of the wall. Adren disposing of Pasha after he'd already claimed the first kill of the round. And we're back to even Stevens once more. There is, as you'd expect, no early buy from Astana Dragons, third round. CT side, a couple of Deagles, Markaloff and Edward. Seen plenty of them in the past. And really enjoying the fact that Deagle can do that! Oh, Markaloff! 2 in a row! Phenomenal Deagle headshots on Taz and Neo of all people. Just wonderful. Those 1Deags are definitely back. Bialy finally shutting down Markaloff. Edward now on site. He can't do the same trick though. And Snacks getting rid of him. Dozier replying back. 2 versus 1 now. Bialy, last man standing here. Can he turn this one around? He can. It's now a 1 versus 1. And he gets the second as well. Clutch play coming out from the new boy. Bialy takes the round, and with it, ESC lead 13-5.
Yeah, and that was a great round from the Astana Dragons, or at least should I say the Deagle, coming in there,
Fabulous.
but still, that was
I'm
stunning.
so
I'm
thrilled.
liking that. I do love
thrilled to see that Deagle back in action.
It brings it a viable option. We saw so many rounds just constantly back-to-back because obviously they're just on a pistol. But you throw in the Deagle, that's a lot of danger there for not that much money. Anyway, let's have a look as to what we're seeing here. First real buy round coming in from the Astana Dragons. And let's see where they're going to decide to go. Just digging in deep. You can see the smokes have landed towards A. Push now coming in. Lovely positioning between these two. Markelov finding Neo. Snacks dropping as well. Angel pushing forward, using the flashes and smokes that have been put down against him. Does find Bialy as well. And Pasha through mid. Pretty much left alone with Taz. But these two are the danger men at the moment. Can they turn it around? It's only going to be an uphill struggle. Oh, that nade could have done a lot worse, but Dren does take down Taz. Now Pasha, 1v4. He got the first. If anyone can do it, it could be Pasha, but not today, as Dozier denies and gets one back on the board for the Astana Dragons. It's 13-6.
So Bialy moving on to 5 for the second half, ahead of his team leader Taz. And Astana getting their first round on the board in 4. And they needed it as well. No problem with money this time round for ESC though. Just 3 away from a place in the quarterfinals, which would guarantee them a place, pretty much anyway, in the playoffs. Would be their 3rd consecutive season in those playoffs as well. Season 1, of course, they weren't able to make it through to the land final. Had to be replaced at the last moment by Kick, due to an illness actually, by Pasha in Season 1. Minute remaining in round 5 of the second half. If you are just joining us, score is not 3-1. We have played the first half, 10-5 to ESC. Now leading 13-6. Set smokes go out onto the balcony. Snack going out trying to claim the first frag. Not effective on a Dren though. And Neo dropping down. He's more effective though. Takes the first one. Replying back in from Markloff though. Pasha going to clean things up on Edward. They've got the entry they wanted. Bomb about to go down. Is it? No! Angel through the smoke on the standard spot of the bomb plant. And if you do spray it down through there, you will get the frag. And now Pasha and Bialy have combined brilliantly to pick up the 2 kills that have allowed them to move to a 3v1. Bomb still not planted. 15 seconds remaining now. They've got to cover and plant at the same time. Here goes the safe plant though. Oh, man out in the open though. Pasha will claim the frag. And that is almost game, set, and match now. ESC moved to 14-6.
Yeah, the pressure certainly getting towards the Astana Dragons now. They've got to turn it up. They've got to just somehow make this happen. And they're such a talented bunch of players, it's undeniable. But right now they are being outgamed, out-aimed, and just completely outplayed by ESC, who, really by all rights, probably on paper, not quite as strong as the Astana Dragons per recent performance, I'd say, but let's see what we have in store this round. It does seem as though the CT's kind of trying to work out where the T players are hedging towards. Dozier finding out with a Faithful. They are looking towards that B site. Nice nade coming up. Does get a little bit of connection towards Neo and Bialy. But Dozier now backed off, trying to wait to receive the absolute flood that is the ESC side. Here comes Neo, takes him out, alleviates the pressure. Lovely following up shot onto Markov, 2 down. Now Edward trying to get into this. Dren already found Pasha, so 3v3 now. Neo falling as well. Lovely stuff from Edward. Can they find any more? Not right now. That Molotov going to slow things down just a touch, but here comes another peek. Edward trying to make it even harder for the T side to get that bomb down. Bialy deals with it, but here comes the Dren. Back and forth. 2v1 now. It's Snacks to find it. Can he keep the current trend going? Only steps away. My word, Angel. The tough fought battle between those two then, but there's still life left in the Astana Dragons at 14-7.
Yeah, they still live, and they still fire breathe a bit of life into their game. Yes, I did just.
I heard it. I ignored it.
I know.
I tried to.
I know.
Puff the magic dragon. I used to love that as a kid.
Lived by the sea.
Yeah.
Everyone outside of the UK right now is going, what the hell are they on about? I'm sure Puff the Magic Dragon sort of made its way around Europe somehow.
Damn Hussey.
If not, you know, the rest of the world. Edward opening things up on this eco round for ESC. What do you know? I've got another round, and well, it's an eco. We call these Joe rounds because whenever Joe and I commentate together, Joe gets these rounds. And this one's going to be straightforward, although Neo is the only man to pick up a frag in the middle of that. And ESC still sit on 14, just 2 away from a quarter-final place. Astana Dragons need to win this next big round. This next big gun round is huge for them.
Absolutely massive, and you can see that the T-Side are going to try and deny it at every point, as they do have a couple of those Galils in the mix. They do have a little bit of a lighter bike. They want this. They want to turn it right now. They're not going to try and drag this one out. They're going to try and execute as best they can. There is counter smoke coming from the Astana Dragons. Does not pay off at all. Snacks read that like a book, and now here comes the rest of the ESC side. Pushing forward. Couple of smokes, couple of nades landing. And now let's see if they can continue to push this one through. Edward now making his way forward, expecting something through mid. Not going to be there. The entirety of the T-side steps away, emerged in the smoke, but here they come. Edward finds Snacks, avenging his fallen teammate. And this is a very slow execution towards A. Angel enjoying that, taking out Neo and Taz. Bringing it back to a 3v2. Bialy and Pasha trying to do this for the T-players. And Edward, Dozier, and Markeloff to hold on here. Nade comes through, does connect towards Pasha. Dozier takes him out. Nice angle, a little bit of vengeance there. If you saw it on the first half, you certainly understand that. But now Bialy in a 1v3, 43 seconds left. Not going to happen today. Dozier stands tall. And the CT side, they're still trying to make this happen, 14-9.
Yes, it's a long way back. I mean, it was even further back, of course. It was 14-6 at one point, so 14-9 sounds a little bit healthier. But any mistake will almost certainly cost them the game now. On another eco, Shokara, and just trading a blow for blow. This should be 5-4 in the half to Astana. Edward with a double in mid, actually make that a triple in mid. Almost confirms that one. Is he going to get the fourth? Yes, he is going to get the four-man. And he wins a free set of George Foreman cookery books.
Didn't even get the grill. Wow.
Only get the grill if you get a 5. Get a George Foreman, you get the books.
Can't be a George 5-man though, can it?
Might be.
No.
If you get 5-man, then you're just the greatest. That's another boxing analogy. But,
no,
you know.
it's not happening.
No.
Maybe before my time.
Muhammad Ali?
Probably before my time. Anyway, Snacks is pushing in right now. Brute forcing his way through, takes out a Dren. Markeloff replying. The smoke's not quite covering his path there. 4v4 now, all even, but look at this stack from the Astana Dragons towards that B side. Bialy, Taz, and Co. held in place. Taz falls hands of Angel, replied by Bialy coming back in. And this slower execution that's been slowed down by the Astana Dragons, not helping ESC get into this site. Now they're going to back away. That's Bialy out of there. The bomb already exited and has made its way towards B. You can see Dozier will be on the receiving end. Neo and Pasha with 50 seconds to go. They've got to make it count. Nade coming in. Oh, good connection onto Neo there. 58 HP. Let's see if he can make this happen though. Gets the first. Dozier takes down Neo. Let's get the follow-up. He's got that. Takes down Pasha. Nice. Don't tell me he can get 3. Bialy is the last man standing. The new addition. With a lot of work to do, and here comes the death sentence. It's Edward finding it from the back. And well, this is certainly heating up 14-11.
Getting tighter and tighter now. Squeaky bum time for the ESC guys, because they've been on 14 for 5 rounds now and not had an opportunity to convert no matter what they've been doing. They do have a full buy again. And they need to win this one. They need to stop this momentum that Astana Dragons have built, because otherwise this game is slipping away from them. First exchange is over on the forest ledge. Grenades between them. Oh, awkward grenade actually from Snacks, although he's got away with it. Now, flash off the side is not quite where he wanted it. That one is, and we have a pause.
Now, as much as I don't like pauses, it does give me time to explain something. Hopefully we can go to my screen very, very quickly here, because there's something going on right now.
That was so quick. Producer Matt
He's
actually
like,
caught
wait,
himself
did
off.
I do it? I did it, right. So, just going to point out something here. Team Alternate, 16, Fairy Games 10.
Ouch.
Team Alternate, even after struggling, having a closer
Against
scoreline against my XMG,
Indeed.
have gone on to beat Very Games. That
also
terrifying.
Puts into perspective my XMG's performance this evening. Because I thought they played really well
They
tonight.
did.
So
they got steamrolled on CT, but...
Yeah, but still, I thought they played really well. And that just puts that into perspective a little bit, because you're right, Alternate through to the quarterfinals over Very Games. Last season's champions of the entire season, of course, and previous cup winner.
That's a huge result.
Yeah, it's
absolutely
a massive
huge.
result.
Also, we'll be facing whoever wins the game we're currently watching, but let's have a look up and above, see what's gone on as well. A little bit more expected there. Na'Vi taking down Cowabunga, 16-8, not too surprising. They'll be facing Copenhagen Wolves, who did manage to take down Agent, only dropping 2 rounds, so very comfortable for them. Team Refuse did take out LDLC. The French team's really struggling today, it seems. They're not quite getting
It's funny, you know, what
into
happens. They either get drawn in the same part of the bracket and end up facing each other and knocking, usually LDLC knock out Very Games, weirdly. I don't know how it works like that, but it does. Or they both go out in the same round every week.
It's very
peculiar.
odd.
It's like they're inextricably linked by something more than just being French.
Yeah. And then other than that, it's all fairly as we'd expect. Even though Eyes on You did drop down to Miami Gaming, they didn't quite fall
Enro
later
Griffins were ahead of Ninjas in Pyjamas.
They were. And that's a close scoreline for them. They got to be proud of that. Considering last Cup, I think NIP probably dropped, bar the finals, about 10 rounds throughout the entirety of the previous games. They were absolutely unstoppable. They've come off the back of, obviously, what happened at DreamHack. They're looking hungry, and they've done well. But Enro did manage to pick up 10 rounds there, so they've got to be happy with themselves. 3D Max as well against Western Wolves. 12 rounds in the bag, but Western Wolves did pick it up, and obviously Team Refuse and Western Wolves.
Let's have a look at the bottom half of the bracket again, because I wanted to point out the fact that some of these teams are still fighting for points, one of which is Na'Vi. They are one of the teams, so making it through to this point means they get a minimum of 25 points, which I'm almost sure gives them enough points now to qualify for the playoffs. So that'll be a real pleaser for them, because well, they didn't show up in Season 1. Season 2, they were naff when they did show up. And finally, we're going to get to see them in Season 3 in the playoffs. I'm also hoping, in a way, that Astana Dragons can make it through as well, because they're kind of like the new Na'Vi in more ways than one, of course. There was a pun meant there as well. But we haven't seen them in the RaidCall EMS 1 this season until today. They struggled a little bit in Game 1 against Solemn 16-10, and currently they're finding themselves behind here against ESC.
They're starting to build, though.
Yeah.
But it's a dangerous round they left it in. If you do remember, it's a 5v3 where they left it in that one.
Yes,
in
it
favour
is.
to ESC.
It
so
is
it's
a 5v3.
certainly not easy for them right now. They've got a hard task ahead of them, and they've got to really dig deep if they do want to get themselves even further forward into this to face off against Team Alternate, possibly. And you wouldn't think that Team Alternate would be ahead of Very Games, for example, but they're going to find out after this game, and maybe one of these teams will be happy with that. Maybe one will be a little upset. Maybe they don't like playing Alternate. Maybe they're not sure what they're coming up against, because everyone knows what you're coming up against. If you're playing Very Games, they're highly strategic. You know what you're going to get. You can watch VODs back, you can watch demos back, you can kind of learn it. It doesn't mean you'll beat them, but you might understand where it's going. But Team Alternate, if you don't play them consistently, if you don't play them in and out in these cups, they could be an unknown element, and it could surprise.
Yep,
Who knows? It's going to be hard to find out.
So still no action. I wonder if we can find out from the admins. Just a quick update from them as to what's going on. Apparently the server has fallen down.
Oh, that's good.
Which
That is
not
joyous.
good.
That's going to really help us out, I think. Fun times.
Okay, what I think we'll do then, if the server is down, is we will take a quick break, and when we come back, we will resume our match, or we will update you as to what is going on. So stay tuned. You're watching the RaidCall EMS 1 Full Cup number 3.
Professional grade communication tool. The choice of professional teams. Perfect stream viewing experience. Chosen by online streamers. easy-to-use voice messenger service, chosen by over 12 million gamers.
Communication is always vital when competing in tournaments. Winning a match requires perfect coordination. You cannot win by yourself.
RaidCall, communication for winners.
And not for long, Neo's there again.
Downfall on the building of ESC. Guardian though finds another. Neo keeping hopes alive, keeping his team in this almost 1v2 for Fox though. All pressure on the man who went so huge, but Neo with a lovely 4-man there. Beautiful play coming out for him. Really read that situation perfectly.
That was a great round by ESC. They had 3. The only thing they need to do now, again, I feel that ESC, you know, they need to stay together here. You know, they're losing men one by one. Even though it's a 3 versus 2 now, they have the bomb down. It's looking pretty good, but you know, it could have looked even better.
Exactly that. They lost, you know, a member of their team just unnecessarily almost. So we do see Guardian and Dozier now having to find 3 players and to defuse a bomb. It's not the easiest task in the world, especially against ESC when, you know, the back's to the wall. Hopefully they turn up. Pasha is turning up right now. Guardian finds Lord though. 1v2, Guardian, can you go big? Not today, but Pasha will. Picking up 4 in that pistol rounds matters a hell of a lot to ESC. And let's see how this one's going to pay out. So first frag does go to Angel, but Neo finally turns up, folks. Hat-trick of frags, takes down Kucha, Fox, and Angel follows up with the 4th. Neo, I almost doubted you for a second, but you have pretty much just put yourself back in the good books right now, and that's exactly what ESC needed. Exist for us, Get Right, Freeberg, and for Flaren. These guys, I don't need to tell you anything about them because these guys are phenomenal. They're brilliant and they're flawless pretty much until obviously they meet the Wolves. So it's going to be a real test of their character as well and how.
Win.
Sorry, Nilla picks up the flag, and Biff Flower now inside the bomb zone. 2 versus 1. Oh, Biff Flower punches the round, and he only had a chance to wrap up the rounds and wrap up the game for NIP, and boy did he take it. 2v1.
To Melly's beautiful face. This is a shit cool. You should totally give it a kiss, Melly.
Really start muscling their way forward, and Forrest is doing just like this, but getting the second. Oh my God, Forrest and the hat trick. Wow. You know, people say Forrest is a fantastic player, and I think we've just seen why. This man's an absolute beast.
First it seemed like they were looking towards the room because they knew that someone could be up there, but now it's like they completely forgot about it. And no.
And again, Forrest, perfect positioning, somehow makes his way around, gets one, gets two. How did Dozier not caught on exactly where he was, looking for the third? It's Freeberg who get onto Angel, and there's his third frag onto Kucha. Beautiful play to secure that one, and wow, NIP, you're showing some real class right now, as now Fox is the only man standing, and there we have it.
Well, a couple of those shots were a doozy, weren't they? Fantastic stuff from NIP, of course, from the previous RaidCall Cups. Thanks for the videos, of course, to our friend Tweeday. Keep up the good work, sir. And congrats on 50,000 subscribers on the YouTube channel as well.
Good work,
stuff.
Captain.
Lovely.
Well deserved.
We are going to drop you into the game very shortly. In fact, let's do that right now because the players are back on the server. We're at 15-11 now. Sorry you missed the last round. It got chopped off at the end of Go TV. And apparently warm-up is ending in 0.04 seconds. That's a bug.
Good.
Can't do anything about it. Let's get some game sounds going. And we are back underway. 15-11. And ESC, at the moment, not ready to go live just yet. Waiting on snacks at the WC. Would you believe
Do you know that
it?
means a water closet? I never knew that.
Yeah, it does, yeah.
I never...
It's an olden times.
What is a water closet?
A water closet is where water was kept back in the olden days, Victorian times, where water didn't come into the house. It only came into the closet, which was usually found outside.
Indeed. But no, I never knew it was a water closet.
Water
It made
closet.
me laugh.
Indeed.
Learn something new every day. That was one of the things a long, long time ago. But yes, the starting money, I believe, is being sorted as well.
Yes, starting money will be 5k
Right.
each, because no one could agree on start money. Don't ask me why. I don't think Dragons would have had that much money, so I think they're getting away a little bit lucky there, frankly. Because ESC only need one round. They won that last one. Actually, do you know what? I think I might be talking rubbish, because Astana had won quite a few rounds previous to that, of course, so they probably would have had even more than 5k, but nevertheless, they are both on 5k right now, and Angel just lights up the headshots with a couple on Neo and Bialy. Pasha replies back, so does Taz, though, and we're back to 3v3. 3 to find here for ESC to take this game and move through to the quarterfinals. Pasha against Dozier in middle. Is he going to win? Ooh, Dozier gets away just about with 16 points of health. But now with less than a minute to go, pressure switching back to ESC. Have to get this bomb planted now. Looks like they're going to hit A. The distraction is going to come via this man, Pasha, trying to get over towards this B-bomb site with just a knife out and drops down. What on earth was he doing? Which makes me wonder if this game was live. But we're definitely live now. Weird. Totally weird. 3v2. Bomb about to be planted. And, well, it's a bad place to be to plant, but somehow gets brilliant cover from Snacks. Really good team play. Markloff now and Dozier between them have to rescue the match here for Astana Dragons. Otherwise, that is it. They are done and dusted in the RaidCall EMS 1 Cup. Nice grenade. But still, the health advantage with the poles. Taz on ramp. Bomb ticking down. Dozier comes in. Gets the first frag onto Snacks now. They've got a chance here. Oh, brilliant from Dozier. Absolutely brilliant. And the defuse is just in time as well from Markov. Perfect play from two brilliant players. And they save match point. It's now 15-12.
Yeah, we were doubting Dozier to this point. He was the man who didn't quite
He's been
get
poor.
up to it.
He's been poor all night.
He has been. I don't think he can be too upset with us saying, but then he goes and does that. He made up for it. It doesn't matter. He saved them for this round, but obviously there's a lot more to come. So, T-side will be only on pistols right now, so they're going to have to make the most of it. Star Dragons get to retain the weaponry and obviously invest back into some more. I don't need to teach you how to play CS, but right now, it's Edward. Taken down two very easily. Neo finally replies. Dozier onto Snacks, and they're keeping hope alive right now. They need to be careful, they can't drop players. They want that money building and building and building, and now Taz, the last man standing, is going to surely drop to the hands of Dozier, and he will. The scoreline will be 15-13. The Fat Lady has not sung yet, and the Star Dragons are still trying to fight their way out of this.
Yes, they are. And whatever caused the crash, the drops, the servers, hasn't affected them, and it can, you know, that's the thing.
It really can. It can stop momentum massively.
Really, well, momentum's one thing, but it can really just throw your mindset off sometimes too. And it hasn't done that to this star-studded lineup of Astana Dragons. Still fighting, 15-13. ESC were brilliant early on. Had a great lead as well. Snacks picks up a frag onto Dozier now. Can Edward do anything here on the forest ledge? No, he can't. No damage done there at all. Pasha does pick up the adrenaline kill. Markov replied back with two. Taz then replying. Edward getting involved now. 2 versus 2, and again, ESC are 2 frags away from claiming a place in the quarterfinals. It's the second time they've done that. All down to Snacks and Bialy, the new boys, against the old hands of Angel and Edward. And Edward standing up and being counted right now. Picks up the frag on Bjarli. 35 seconds remaining now. Snacks now, last man standing. Doesn't win the battle with Angel. And Astana Dragons make it 15-14. I'm not sure what money's going to be available right now to the polls, but this is looking like a draw to me.
Yeah, this is looking like crunch time right now for these guys. And money is the big question. Pasha has enough for, I believe he's got a Galil with him. Other than that, I think it's pistols all round. So, and at what a point we're seeing this could go all the way. And I can imagine we'll be going to overtime if this does happen. So we're going to have to find out if they can drag this one forward. The Astana Dragons coming out fighting here. Going to be challenging straight away. Neo down. Taz now trying to get involved. We've seen how dangerous he can be. But right now he's on 12 HP. He falls to Angel. Oh my word. And what a way to almost end this one out. Pasha and Snacks trying to do some work. But it seems as though this is all she wrote. Is now Pasha in a 1v3. If anyone's left in it, you'd want this man right now. Let's see if he can do it. Dozier still on the hunt. But right now Pasha is edging in towards the bomb site. They know where the bomb is as well. This is making it 10 times harder. 50 seconds remain. Edward waiting. Oh, and this could be all she wrote, and it is Dragons, the Astana Dragons, bringing it back in to overtime. Wow.
Well, it's been a mixed up, muddled up game, and it's taken us the best part of, well, an hour and a half to get through this game.
A best of one.
And what it effectively comes down to is max rounds 5.
Let's make sure we get this right. We saw what happened to DreamHack. We can't, you know.
No. These are all MR5s.
There we go.
Or half a 5, so, you know, not MR3 per half.
Please stop confusing me.
1 sec, water closet for Dozier.
They're getting very nervous, aren't they?
Either that or they've got bladder issues out there, because I think all of them have been going to the toilet more often than I do, and I'm the old guy here. So I'd say that before you came in.
I'm being lovely tonight. I don't know what your problem is.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
People think we don't like each other.
I love the fact that people think that we don't like each other. It's quite funny. We're doing a good job of fooling them.
Yes, fooling. Yeah.
So, my goodness, we should have been done by now. We should have played all 3 matches, and we've only played 2.
Yeah.
So we still have one more match to come this evening, which I'm guessing will have to be the winners. Yeah, it'll be the winners of this versus alternate, which will be quite cool because we'll get to see both teams for a second time this evening. But mainly because, well, this has taken a long time to get done, and therefore the other 3 quarters have already begun.
Yes.
Damn it.
Fun times ahead. What can you do? But the main thing is, we've seen some awesome CS.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, I'm more than happy the fact that we get to watch these 2 playing out a 15-15 game. There's Neo with his single bullet headshots. Lovely. Oh, we're live? I tried that last week and everyone was like, no, he commentated around and he thought it was live. No, I didn't. I was trying to fool Pansy and she nearly fell for it. Nearly. You were so close. You were, because you looked at the screen and you were like, wait, are we live?
Sharp.
And then it dawned on you and I was like, oh, damn it.
So guys, if you are just tuning in, obviously it is going to be going to overtime. It's all even currently in the score, essentially. We'll be playing it out in MR5. So.
Not MR3. And there'll be virtual handshakes all round.
Drama!
Nah, no drama. But I did like the fact that Khan said afterwards that he wouldn't tolerate players that played for Fnatic not shaking hands. That's good.
Yeah.
I like that. It's only good sportsmanship. It's important.
Yeah, very true.
Here we go then. Round 1 of the overtime rounds now between the counter-terrorists and the terrorists without flags. This is, of course, Astana Dragon starting off on CT and ESC on T side. Had a huge lead at one point with the polls, but it's gone now. And it's time for Edward to fill his boots. Is it? No, not quite. He did a whole host of damage there on 3 of them, but didn't get a single kill, and somehow Taz is the man that opens things up. Grenade in towards Dozier, but he wins the battle with Snacks. Doesn't get off lightly with Bjarli though. Trading 1 for 1 so far. 3 versus 3 now. In towards the bomb site. They try and get in there. Pasha and Bjarli stepping up now. It's a 1 versus 1. Adrenan versus Pasha. And Adren slightly lower on health right now, but the bomb is in the hands of Pasha. He's got a choice to make here with 40 seconds to go. Can he get onto the B site or can he creep away? He's going to go for the plant, you know. And Adren now has to try and figure it out. Where is it? They step and do a little bit of a dance now. It's Pasha. Oh, he got clipped very heavily. And Flash comes in a smoke. And Adren now has to go for this bomb defuse. Doesn't know where Pasha is. Tries round the box. Tries round the right-hand side. And picks out Pasha. And does have a kit in his hand. And will win the round. What a clutch from Adren.
Wow, great stuff coming in from Adren there. He's got to be happy with that one. Picking up the first round on the board for the Astana Dragons in overtime here, especially after how things kicked off, let's say, in the actual game. Them getting the advantage now is exactly what they need. Let's see if they can keep that up. So, we'll be seeing them going forward, and let's have a look, see what they've got in store for us this time. Once again, it seems like the T side are looking towards B. Not learning their lesson from before. Edward getting around there early as well. And Markelov's just keeping eyes across mid. He's taken out Pasha. That's the AWP eliminated already for ESC. And now the Astana Dragons, firm advantage here. To be taking their time. And now ESC do start to mantle their push towards that B side. Powering forward. Smokes and flashes have been put down. But look at the way the Astana Dragons are playing. It's not challenging directly on the site. They're just going to wait for them to flood forward. You can see Dozier's there. Edward's there. And now, here we go. Flash is coming in. They've taken enough time to allow the rest of the CT side to rotate. Good flash, but Dozier now springs into gear. Taz does take down 1, takes down 2, doesn't get the 3rd. Adren denies. And now 3v2 situation. Bomb is not down and planted, allowing Edward to come forward. He's picked up Snacks, and now just Bjarli to find. Adren looks hungry for that one. Leaps through the window, gets the spray down. That is 2 on the board for the CT side of the Astana Dragons.
Oh dear. Things not be very good in ESC world right now. After such a dominant run through in the first, 3 quarters of the match, and then falling apart at the end, they've yet to get off the mark here in overtime. Still plenty of cash, of course. And they're going to need to start picking up a round or 2. It is slightly CT biased, but not a huge amount. 3-2 would be fine, but anything else than that would be advantage to Astana here. Snacks picking up the early kill on Angel, who'd been a little bit more aggressive than perhaps he should have been in the apartments. Snacks making a whole host of noise. I mean, literally a ton of noise in those hallways, as if he wanted to be heard. And, well, maybe that's because he wanted to kind of fake that they were going to push for A. They're not going to do that. They are going to go to the ledge and try and get into the B site, and luckily for Dragons, they've got Dozier waiting there. They had Snack 3 over on the other side though, so they're going to have to rotate any moment now. Here comes the call. Dozier can hear them. He gets nailed straight away by Bjarli, and Edward is already over. Oh, he got caught to the side though. Neo with only 16 points of health, and Edward dropped like, well, just too easily, frankly. Don't even know where I was going with that one. 4v2 now. And Bjarli and Snacks clean up house for ESC, and they do get themselves on the board. Really big round for them that time round.
Yeah, they needed that massively there. That was getting a little bit worrying, let's just say. They've been making little to no impact in real fact there, but that perfect positioning coming from Neo, using that smoke, was just lovely stuff. But let's see what they've got in store this round. 3-2 split here. Most towards A, but the bomb is by B, or at least en route towards. You can see the aggressive push-up from the Astana Dragons as well on the minimap, so it's going to be an interesting exchange. Whoever gets this one. Angel has used that aggressive push-up to take out Bjarli, and now Snacks has to come in. He's made his way through the apartments. Ooh, just dancing around on the ledge. Markelov might have caught a glimpse. Adren goes into the A to take down the kill. He does claim it, actually. So it is firmly in the hands of the Astana Dragons so far. 5 members standing to the mere 3 of ESC. Taz, though, looking to even the score. Takes out Angel, avenging his earlier fallen teammate. And it's looking a little bit more viable, but still, 1 minute and 3 seconds. Got a lot of work to do, and not a great deal of time now. It's starting to tick. Pasha picking up the bomb. Neo as well, looking towards... They were looking at B, but I don't seem too sure. Dozier, you can see, is still happily guarding that. Edward sticking to A, not rotating yet. No reason to at this point. 35 seconds. Couple of flashes coming across, but it's Taz to find Edward. Now all even, all square. Markelov, though, going hunting. Oh, this could be a good read from him. Dozier, though, has found Neo. He's taken down one, taken down two. Lovely defending from Dozier. Just real cautious, careful play. And now, Taz left the only man standing for ESC. He'll be put to bed by Adren. And the lead's starting to build up here for the Astana Dragons on the CT side. 3-1.
Yeah, ESC's got to be careful here. They won't want to lose this last one. Money-wise, okay. Yeah, all good. A little bit worried about Edward right now, though. And Dozier. Neither of them have bought, and both of them are... Well, actually, no. Dozier, well, Dozier's moving. Edward is not.
Oh, sweet baby Jesus.
Yeah, not good. Edward not moving at all. More issues, unfortunately, for one of the players. And effectively, that puts them already a man down. And in a game as close as this, it's not good. And, well, that's going to effectively put them 2 down now. Yeah, Edward does drop. So annoying. It's really spoiling the game this evening as well. I wouldn't normally say that, but it really has come at critical times for both teams. You could even argue that ESC may have been able to go on and win the game had they not dropped earlier, had the server not gone down. Likewise here, you might have argued that Astana Dragons might have been able to make this 4-1, and that would have been a decisive score. Maybe they still can, though. It's now a 2v2. Markelov is still alive with Angel on 4 health, as are Neo and Taz. A little bit clipped off there from Markelov, who caught out by Neo. Bomb will get planted by Taz. And, jumping headshot, anyone? Not quite. And, ooh, Taz is going to go down here. And he's managed to get Markelov down to 3 health points. If Angel can win this one, he can. And cleans up the last man. And that one will be 4-1. And don't forget, that was a 4v5 right there.
I think it's a round of applause towards Angel. Picking up 4. Very, very impressive stuff. Yep. So...
He also joins the George Foreman cookery class.
He does indeed. Not Gordon Freeman, it's no. George Foreman.
Indeed.
Yes. Desmond Tutu.
Indeed.
Don't know any more than that. I'm happy with that.
Jackson 5 is obviously, you don't want to get that really.
But anyway, let's get into this round right here because it's 4-1 currently. Saying that though, no, then what am I saying getting into this round? Surely they're not going to be playing this one out. They're playing with 4.
Yeah, because it's not.
Yeah, I just.
Yeah.
I was like, where?
Yeah. 4-1's half time.
Yeah, thank you, dear. I'm a baffled them, but no, it is quite annoying with all these connection issues. I've got to say
it is.
Because even when you're playing these games, I know I was a dirty Call of Duty player at one point, but you do lose the momentum you build up.
I didn't say.
Look, I know what I was.
I just said that, you know, you've come from Call of Duty and you move to CS, you have to learn to aim.
Please. Anyway, I'm not even going to go down this route. I'm really not. Bad person.
Trap set.
No, I'm not even going to take it. I'm not going to take the bait, but...
Bait deployed.
No. But people will think you're serious, that's the sad part.
Fisherman radar.
Shut up. Dirty UT player, couldn't even make it in Quakes yet to go to a lesser title. Anyway, back to this fact. It's when you start losing that momentum, you start, being more worried about your peripherals, your connection, everything else that you should never have to be worried about. It can so badly affect the game, and it can affect the team structure. It's one of the hardest things to deal with. Personally, for me, I hate it when there's some external factor hindering what you're doing. Hairbrushes is a big one for me, clearly.
Yeah.
But no, it really can just slow down the game. I know you haven't had that issue for a while, considering you're thinning on top, but it's a tough task for these guys. So hopefully they're an experienced bunch. So bear in mind they're not exactly new to this in any way, shape, or form. So they obviously know how to pick themselves up and turn it on when they have to, but it's not gonna help them out because bearing in mind ESC had a drastic lead at one point.
Yes.
And then a couple of issues here and there. Astana Dragons
Yep.
just about built back up to it, and now again. It could slow things down, and it can really start biting out the confidence you have. And sometimes you just like, God, I just want to get this round over with and get on to the next game. You can come a little bit hap-handed. You can lose some of those situations where a bit of discipline can really pay off. But then again, you look at Dozier, who just completely waited out, cool, come and collected on B that time, when the two players took their time to push in, and he handled it perfectly. So these guys are of the caliber where they can deal with it so well. But for lesser teams, this can be almost undoing towards what they're trying to achieve. But we are still waiting on the final member to rejoin.
There was Adren's just said that he's going to call Markle off now because he hasn't come back online after dropping. So Edward rather after. Dropping, so they're going to give him a call and try and figure out what his issue is. Hopefully it's not terminal in terms of internet, because if it is, then that would be it for him today, and probably be it for Astana Dragon. I'm not quite sure what the rules say about that. I would imagine
really
that they would have to play on with 4 or forfeit the match, but
yeah.
I'm hoping that's not the case. I would like to see this decided by
pure
players.
skill. That's the thing.
Yeah,
it's
rather
been so back
than
and forth.
internet issues or server problems and what have you. So it's been a very strange night for that kind of stuff. I have to say.
Been. It really has been.
Nice,
but,
nice throw, by the way. There was Neo's just practicing the M4 over the clothesline throw.
Nice.
Yeah.
Getting the washing done.
Yeah, getting the washing done.
Need to know
Yeah,
your
we
roles
switched
in
to
life.
that one again.
But quick update though.
Yeah,
let's
go for the updates.
Jump in with the update here.
We've got 3 other games going on right
They
now.
are.
Quarterfinals. Let's show you those 3 quarterfinals.
So let's take you through it. First and foremostly, Ninjas in Pyjamas down a couple of rounds against ENCE Esports. NC Sports.
Yes.
Not a scoreline you'd ever expect to see, but it's on Inferno once again. I don't think that's a map that you can ever take anything too drastic away from. 4-7 currently. So that's a little bit of a turn up for the books. And then even further down, another surprise to my eyes at least. Team Refuse. Good couple of rounds up against Western Wolves on Mirage. So another little bit of a shaky one there between those two. Still early days though, bearing in mind things can change. They're on the first half, so nothing too scary yet for them. But it can build, as we've seen, that sometimes it just landslides away from you. And on to the final game going on, Copenhagen Wolves against Na'Vi. It has finished. Na'Vi has proceeded forward. So those guys needed that as well. We said it earlier.
Yes, they did. And I want to point this out as well, is that although that's Na'Vi winning 16-9 against Copenhagen Wolves, and then 2 years ago you just said, so what? Big deal. That's pretty much the norm. Right now it's not the norm. Copenhagen Wolves have been playing fantastically well for the last few months. And in fact, the whole of 2013, and in RaidCall EMS 1 terms, have been the 3rd most successful team throughout the whole of the 2 seasons that we've seen so far in terms of the results that they've had and the cup wins that they've had. They were also the cup runners-up of Season 3's first final against NIP. So we know that they're good. And Na'Vi, actually, by contrast, in RaidCall terms, have never won an EMS 1 Cup. It's incredible, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. It's surprising when you look back at the
Could
actual
this be
stats.
their first one?
It could very well be. Hopefully they can keep going on, along that kind of route, and they will be facing the victor of whoever wins this game, the next game, then it's Na'Vi. So whoever wins this one will go on to face Alternate.
Blimey, got really. Yeah, you're right.
It's okay.
Yeah, blimey.
It's okay.
Has anyone got any slippers?
Oh, do you know what? I don't have any slippers
and a
in Germany.
blanket, a nice cup of cocoa.
I really wish I had slippers in Germany. It's getting cold out here.
Whatever.
It's getting cold. It's getting chilly
it's
with my
fine.
cocoa.
It's all good.
Yeah.
It's all good. You were complaining a couple of weeks ago. It was too hot.
Yes, I am English, you do realise.
Of
it's
course,
either
yes.
too cold or too hot. There's no happy... There's like one day of happiness, and it's like, nope.
Reddit.com/r/British problems.
Yeah, indeed. It's a killer, I'm going to say.
Apparently, we're not too far away from being able to go back
We're still
live
going to wait
again.
to see that last player join up. That's what I want to see. As soon as we see that on the server, we'll be back in there. Do not fear. We're keeping eyes on it.
4-1, though. 4-1. Let's talk about that.
Daunting stuff.
It's hard for ESC now.
It is. The sad fact is, well, not sad, but impressive fact is that they had such a dominant first start to this game. Overall, they dwarfed the opponents.
Yeah, well, I wouldn't say they dwarfed. I would say that they had...
The first couple of rounds,
they
first
had
5-6
control.
rounds, come on.
Yeah, they had the control of the game, and I felt that up to the point that they got 14, I thought, this is going to be an ESC walkover.
Yes.
They're 14-6 out. Everything's working for them. Pash is on fire. Neo's on fire. Taz is hitting headshots ridiculously.
Yep.
This is going to be GG pretty quickly, but somehow Astana have just held in there.
Yeah.
Even at 15-11, don't forget. They save 4 match points to bring it back to 15-all. And now, in overtime, they lead 4-1.
Impressive
so
stuff all
Edward
round.
is back on the server, so they are almost
That's what we needed.
ready to go. In fact, Taz does say, sure, let's go.
Yep.
And we will be back underway. Let's drop you in there right now. 4-1, remember, to Astana Dragons, having been on CT side for that first half. ESC with it all to do now.
So, turning point has to come now. There's no other way about it. They've got to win this pistol if they want to turn it around.
No pistol.
Well, the first round, which would essentially be the pistol, in my mind. Shh.
It's a pistol with AWPs.
Exactly. That's what I like to see. We'll see how it goes. So they've got to win this one. There's no two ways about it. And they're going double AWPs? And Snacks is on one of them? Okay, that's a little bit confusing to my eyes, but we'll see how that goes for them. And we've seen Pasha with it. We're seeing it again. He's picked up the first, taking down Edward. Haven't seen Snacks with the role yet, but maybe he's got something to show here. Maybe he wants some of that limelight away from Pasha. And what a vital time to start doing it. So T-side are starting to look towards A. Bomb is there, so this could be where they're going to decide to hit. Bialy lays in wait. Let's see if they're going to execute this one well. Well, Taz already hindered Markov entering the site easily, so offsetting the pace. Dren tries to push him. Bialy does get a slight connection, takes down 40, pushes forward. Ooh, bit of a tag there, but needs to back away. 4 HP, he's down. But here comes Pasha, taking down a Dren. Looking for more, he found more. But finally gets dealt with by Dozier, but now Dozier is only the one standing. 1v3, this is surely not going to happen. He's got the first, doesn't get the second. Neo will finally get into this game in overtime and keep a touch of hope alive.
Nice little grenade off the box there, and good play by Dozier. Hasn't had the greatest night that we've witnessed anyway.
Yeah,
but in overtime, he's actually been very good.
Yeah, he picks up, like, occasionally awesome rounds.
He has picked up vital rounds. First half, of course, that clutched them around in a 1v2. So, 4-2 now. ESC behind. Momentum swing, maybe it's gone the other way now. Flashes and grenades asunder here. Bialy a little bit blind on sight. Goes for the insta-reload as well, and then gets dropped by Markov on the side. Dozier got one in the middle of that as well. And this is GG for Dragon, surely, in this round, because it's now a 4v1. Snacks last man standing with AWP in hand. Doesn't have to worry too much about saving, I guess. No, 11 grand in the bank. We'll wait for exits here. Gets one. Well, seemingly making his way towards the bomb site now. Might as well go for it anyway. Should have probably done that a little bit sooner, but nevertheless goes down to Edward. And match point, believe it or not, to Astana Dragons. It's 5-2 now. And I can't even believe that they've come back from 4 match points down, don't forget, to have 3 of their own.
And the question mark here is, can ESC do what they had done to them, but to the opponents? That's the big question mark, and they've got to be able to dig deep enough. But look at the Astana Dragons. They're confident, they're aggressive. They put that smoke down through mid. Markov already pushing up. Does get a grenade dropped out from that little short area. Pasha pushing through as well. Edward trying to make sure no one challenges too easily. These guys now starting to make their way through. Oh, Neo caught a glimpse of a foot there. That's all he needs. He goes back. He does find Angel. First frag does fall to the boys that need to come on a massive journey back into this game. Oh, Markelov's in trouble as well. 13 HP. Taz did find a Dren. So this is going right down to the wire here. For some reason, Markelov is what the auto director wants to look at. But at this very second, it is a 3v2. It's in favor to the side that's got a long road ahead of them. So if they can find Markelov, if they can find Dozier, it is game on right now. Dozier doesn't have the bomb, but he is going back towards A, splitting it up a little bit here. Markelov keeps that in his hands. Let's see if they can split the attention of the remaining players. Taz still dug in on the A site, backs away. Getting a little bit edgy now, 34 seconds in such a defining round. Who's going to be the one to find it? Couple of shots coming off here. That is between, I believe, Dozier, and it will be Taz, joined by Neo. Dozier pull off some magic. He might be in a bit of luck, and who's done just that. Takes out Neo. 2v2. This could all fall down for the ESC boys. And oh my word, look at that beautiful play. Markelov has got the bomb down. Let's see if Snacks can claw this one back in. He knows roughly where he might be. That nade could be enough. He's going to get it out. Oh, it doesn't connect.
Oh my
Markelov
goodness.
does it. The Astana Dragons could be very much in for this game now. It's all into the hands of Taz. 1v2, bomb ticking. This could be GG. He's sandwiched in between a horrible place. Markelov and Dozier will claim that one. And the Astana Dragons showing some real class there. Pulling it back from a massive, massive deficit and taking it to overtime and then winning it. Oh my word.
Absolutely crazy. Markelov, what a clutch master on that last round as well.
Amazing.
I mean, if that grenade had gone over the top of the box, he's dead. As it is, it clips the corner and comes back. He survives. And then gets the frag as well.
Amazing
I mean, just
stuff.
nuts game. Absolutely nutty game.
Crazy.
What it does mean, of course, is that Astana Dragons are now through to the quarterfinals and will play Alternate from Germany, who also came through in their game against Very Games, incredibly. So Alternate versus Astana Dragons is coming next. We're going to take a very quick break, let the players refresh themselves and hopefully get the game underway in the next 15 minutes. Thank you so much for staying tuned in this evening. You're going to be rewarded with a cracking last game of the night in the RaidCall EMS 1. Full Cup number 3. We'll be right back.
Professional grade communication tool. The choice of professional teams. Perfect stream viewing experience. Chosen by online streamers. Easy to use voice messenger service. Chosen by over 12 million gamers.
Communication is always vital when competing in tournaments. Winning a match requires perfect coordination. You cannot win by yourself.
RaidCall. Communication for winners.